do if you were me and didn't have you? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Still 180, round 80.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
We coming all day.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Jack 16.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Double. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. To the right side and complete to... Washington.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Steelers first down. First and 10, 34-yard line.
I got one. Alert. Take 2 of them.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Taken in by Switzer on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. This is first and goal from about the 8. Here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hey, wahoo! 48 Mike.
On third and goal, Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers, blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Rivers. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A toss play, Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
61 play, 89.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium. Well, the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. Eyes on 10. Eyes on 10. Check it back. Check. Easy. 22 jet bombers. Check, 48. You good? Hey, watch the flag. It's on.
Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And now he's taken down, and Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now Gordon on first down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every...
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready? 180. Easy. You don't see me.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger to Switzer over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Ravens have got it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Seth Roberts, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Easy. Mike 48. Stop your...
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Watch the block, motion. 50. Check 37.
Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Flushed out, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check. Crunch.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second and long.
Let's get it.
180. I got it.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Rivers now. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Man open left side is Brown. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Roethlisberger. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he comes back with one complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
All right. Hey, Brown 80. Keep it skinny.
Squeeze, double.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a down.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Switzer on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now, this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Throwing Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the intended target. And it's second down.
That 180. Show that bench release and go.
Mike 48. Danny.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Hey, echo.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Gordon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Easy, easy. Hey, ready.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. On 3rd down, Rivers letting one go deep for Robert. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking sideline, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after here coming up. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Rivers to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. Oh, no, lost the football. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set 180! Set 180!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Rivers again. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Let's go.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike Alpha.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. Reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 22.
Like 20.
Right there. 40's Mike.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Back to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jerick McKinnon. his second touchdown on the season. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. Point after, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield to catch.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's back to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final minute. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
White 80.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. There he goes left side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. And this is in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Check green 90. Ground 80.
Man left. I love 31.
Now Rivers. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
switch it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go. Black 20.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Day.